Hey everyone, welcome back. This is part 5 of my entire fragrance collection. It feels like this series is going to be endless, but I think I'm going to end at part 5, and this might just be a little bit of a longer episode, so bear with me because I'm going to just try to get through all of them. I'm kind of tired of doing my entire fragrance collection if I'm really TBHing. So I'm going to get right into it. Again, no rhyme or reason, just kind of pulling either what's new in my collection or kind of like what's been on the back shelves that I haven't used a lot. And I'll just go through them briefly. I won't get into a detailed review, but if you do want a detailed review on a fragrance, please leave me a comment down below and I will do a separate video on that. But this is just kind of to show you everything I have. So the first one is Yves Saint Laurent Manifesto L'Éclat. This one I recently got, and I've been loving it, and honestly, I've worn it so much in the last few weeks that I've had it, maybe in the last month. It's a beautiful vanilla with some tartness in there. I think it's got cassis, and there's a greenness to it, but it's a vanilla-based fragrance, and I'm typically not a big fan of vanilla fragrances, not a big fan of sweet fragrances, but this one is it's so cozy and beautiful, feminine, and like welcoming, and I just love it so much. Honestly, I think this is absolutely signature scent worthy. I still need my time with it to decide if it will be in a signature scent lineup, but so far I've been really enjoying it. It has a marshmallow vibe. Even though there's no marshmallow note in here, I'm getting that like marshmallowy fluffiness. Do you guys know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, Manifesto L'Éclat by Yves Saint Laurent. It's really beautiful. The next one also that I recently got is from Maison Lancome, and it's Roses Berberanza. This is a sweet, very dense rose. There is raspberry in there, honey. It's very, very sweet. It's definitely a cool weather fragrance. It's also got a pistachio note in here, and I've read on Fragrantica that a lot of people are not down with the pistachio note in here, but it actually saves this fragrance for me because my skin tends to turn every fragrance super sweet. That's why I'm not a big gourmand lover. I'm not a big like sweet fragrance lover, is because on my skin, it just turns like unbearingly like cloying sweet, and it irritates me. So this one with the tart note in here actually kind of grounds it for me and makes it very wearable, and I think it's really lovely. I'm really, really enjoying this. I only wore it once since I've got it, but it's so like unique rose. People compare this to Delina Exclusive. I see what they mean, but Delina Exclusive I really don't like as much. It's powderier. This is nicer, sweeter, deeper, kind of, personally I prefer this. Anyway, I'm already talking too much about each one. Next one I have is Kenzo Jungle L'Elephant. Undeniably an amazing fragrance, beautifully blended. It's not for me. It's way too spicy. The clove is like so hardcore in this. It just burns my nose. It's so, so spicy. Beautiful fragrance, smells like fall baking, like really like those tasty goodies in the fall time. Not a gourmand, just a spicy fragrance. This would be great for someone who loves a spicy fragrance, but it just doesn't really work on me. And it's such a bummer because I really wanted to like it. Also, I got a tester bottle and I really wanted that little elephant that goes on top, and the tester bottle doesn't come with it. So that's another bummer. Next, I have Ex Nihilo Devil Tender. This one is a really nice rose, a really nice light rose with a pink pepper and suede. The suede in here is very, very gentle. It's a very light fragrance. It's very airy, but very elegant and just really gorgeous. This would be an amazing, unique office scent. I really like this. Next, I have a men's fragrance. This is L'Homme Idéal Eau de Parfum by Guerlain, and it's not the standard male fragrance that I tend to own. This is like a leathery, rich, cherry almond, kind of even a little bit smoky fragrance. I really love it. I feel like it's super sexy, really great for cold weather, and dare I say, this could be like the male counterpart of La Petite Robe Noire. Like, what do you guys think? I know it has a lot of the same notes, but it has the leather in there. I feel like those could be like a his and hers. But yeah, I really like this. Okay, next I have my Bath & Body Works fragrances, and I'll start with Kaleidoscope. I've really been liking this. I know the bottle's a little bit like, it's kind of funny. I love it. It's fuzzy. It's like clean and fuzzy smelling. It's very, just clean. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. I just really like it. It just smells fuzzy. I don't know how else to explain it. It's very similar to, like a little bit similar to Not a Perfume by Juliette Has a Gun. This is super affordable. If you guys like that type of fragrance, like a little bit molecule based, like not really smelling like any specific note, just kind of something obscure like that, a little bit unusual, like this is a great pick and like really good value for the money. Next Bath & Body Works is Into the Night. This is one of their more recent releases. I like this bottle as well. This is a deeper, a little bit sweet, not what they typically offer. This is a little bit more mature, more classy, and I was very impressed with this. People say it has a slight vibe to Coco Mademoiselle, maybe very, very vaguely, but this is definitely sweeter. What else can I compare this to? It smells maybe a little bit similar to La Nuit Trésor. This is maybe a little bit similar along those lines, but kind of just stands on its own. Definitely, I recommend this one. Like, they've had some good stuff this year. I'm pretty impressed. And the next one is In the Stars by Bath & Body Works. I'm just gonna give up. I keep saying no dupes of Baccarat Rouge. Nothing's a dupe of Baccarat Rouge. Like, this does smell like Baccarat Rouge more than any of the other dupes out there, except that it has a shampoo-y vibe. It's a slightly cheaper, you can smell that it's cheaper quality, and it is cheaper, obviously. It's quite similar. You can tell the difference, yes, but if you don't want to spend the money on Baccarat Rouge and you want a similar scent, just go for this. Like, it's very, very close. Next is Zara. This is, I don't even remember what this is, Twilight Mauve. This is almost exactly the same as that DKNY, that like apple one, Delicious, Be Delicious. I don't remember what it's called, but the apple one from DKNY. This is basically exactly that. It has a nice juicy apple note. It's a great fresh spring fragrance. I like to use this after the gym. It's just a quick like refresher. It's very nice. The next Zara fragrance I have is Freesia and Vanilla. This one is a sweet, fruity vanilla fragrance. Let me just spray it. It's not particularly unique, but it's not a bad fragrance. It intrigued me in the store. Now I'm picking it up a little bit more. It's like a creamy, fruity, I think it's got a note of pear in there. I can pick out the pear in here. Vanilla, maybe some citruses in the florals. The Freesia is quite prominent. I do like it. It's a nice fragrance. It's nothing outstanding, but they do have good fragrances in Zara. Really good value for the money, and I enjoy them. And then my last Zara is Gardenia. This one I get a lot of compliments on, and this one smells very similar to Black Opium, but I can't wear Black Opium. It goes way too sweet and the coffee note in it irritates me. This one opens up with a nice fresh gardenia and then kind of transforms into a very Black Opium-esque fragrance, but even though it's sweet, it's not as heavy. It's a little bit lighter and it's wearable for me, and so I do really like this one. It's Zara Gardenia. Okay, next I have all three of the Elizabeth Arden white tea collection. I'm gonna go through them quickly because I'll do a separate video on each of them and how they compare to each other and what my preferred one is. I'll go a little bit more in depth, but for now, I have the original white tea. Smells very clean, a very nice tea fragrance, very spa-like and pure, kind of elegant, fresh, really, really nice. I really like it. And then the next I have is the Vanilla Orchid. This is very similar, but with a vanilla punch. I don't know. You know that orchid isn't really a note. It's a perceived note. It's like a fantasy note, and every perfumer kind of interprets it in their own way. So if you guys didn't know, orchid isn't really a note, and orchids don't really smell like anything. It's like that orchid vibe that they're going for. So no orchid scent. There are some white florals in here, and I can pick them out. They're really nice. The tea in this is dialed down. The little bit herbaceous vibe is dialed down, and it's more vanilla-y, creamy, and floral. And the next one is White Tea Wild Rose. This has a bit of the tea, but it's also got some tartness. It's got some red berries and the rose, and it makes it just a little bit more tart. They're all really nice. I like them all. Next, I have Ragba. This is I got this from India. I ordered it online. It's made in the UAE. I think the brand is Latafa. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's a beautiful sweet oud with vanilla. It's a nice sugary, like smooth oud. I really like oud, and so I wanted to add something else to my collection. This is incredibly affordable, and it smells quite expensive. It smells very rich, very refined, and I'm really impressed with the quality of this. So it's Ragba by Latafa. My next is Versace Blue Jeans. Versace Blue Jeans I've already spoken about a lot. I really love it. The lavender in here, the tonka, or the vanilla in here is just, it's so cozy. It's such a sexy scent. It brings me back to like 15 years ago or something. And it's just a nostalgic, really beautiful fragrance for me. I wear it myself. I also like it on others, and it's just an easy reach. I really like Versace Blue Jeans. Next I have Lacoste Femme. I just have a small bottle. This is a great office scent. It's powdery. It reminds me a little bit of Infusion d'Iris from Prada, but obviously less refined than the Prada one. But really, really pretty, classy, feminine, and inoffensive, and quite unique as well. So this is an impressive offering from Lacoste. Then I have Penhaligon's Elizabethan Rose. This opens up with quite an old school rose, and then it transforms. And it transforms into a creamy hazelnut with the rose. And it really lingers in the air. It's really nice. So like a creamy hazelnut, kind of like a coffee creamer hazelnut. Like, you know those coffee creamers that you put in that hazelnut flavor is a bit sweet? This is not as sweet. It's like if you put rose in that same coffee. It's really pretty. I'm actually really impressed with it. I wasn't sure if it's a little bit too old school, but it's not. It's only in the opening. It's that old school rose, and then it settles and it becomes very interesting. My next I have Dia Noche Ocean by Daisy Fuentes. This smells like vacation. This smells like any all-inclusive vacation. It's not an expensive fragrance. It doesn't smell expensive, but it's delightful. It makes you feel like you're on vacation. There's a day fragrance here, and then there's a night fragrance that you either layer or you wear on its own. It comes in like a 2-in-1. I think this was $11. Yeah, this just adds like a little bit more of like a sultry vibe. But if I was to go on vacation, I'd definitely wear this. And my next is Elizabeth Arden Green Tea Camellia. I was on the hunt for a good Camellia fragrance, and I came across this one. And I love the note of Camellia, I learned. It's a really pretty, light floral. It's different than other florals. It's a very, like, I don't know how to explain it, but when you smell Camellia, you'll know exactly what I mean. And with the green tea, it works really, really nicely. It's not a sweet floral. It's not a powdery floral. It's kind of its own thing, but I really enjoy it. My next one is Esprit For My Peace, and I bought this because it was discontinued and I wanted to have it. And to me, I smell mostly Lily of the Valley. It's just a very springy, it smells like spring. It smells like a fresh spring day, Lily of the Valley, and that's basically what it is. I oversprayed it once and I regretted it because it's very overpowering Lily of the Valley, but in small doses, it's really good. And then I have Demeter Kitten Fur. Okay, I don't know if there's other weirdos out there like me, but if you smell a kitten, the smell of a kitten is just pure joy. They're dusty and they're so sweet and dusty. You know what I mean? Like cozy, sweet, dusty kittens. That's what this smells like. This is a little bit more synthetic. Obviously, it doesn't smell like a real kitten, but I wanted to see what it was like, so I bought this Kitten Fur. It's nice to spray on a sweater. I don't think I spray it on my skin, but it's cute. It's just a cute fragrance. Then I have, on the topic of cozy fragrances, I have Kesha Hey Lulu. This just feels like a friendly, comforting hug. Like, this is a very, very fresh, clean, cozy fragrance. I don't even remember the notes in here. Some florals, there's peony, definitely peony, musk, maybe some Lily of the Valley that I'm picking out, but yeah, that's about it. But it's a really, really pretty fragrance. And Also very office safe. Like, I don't see anybody disliking this. I really like it, but more so for spring. Then I have Diesel Loverdose Red Kiss. This is a sweet, good date night fragrance. This is like a, yeah, like a typical sweet date night fragrance, but I really like this one. I picked it up for like, I think $18 or $19 at Shoppers Drug Mart. Canadians, you'll know Shoppers Drug Mart, you know, that side where they have all the fragrances for $19.99. Sometimes they're $17. Yeah, that's where I got this. And I was really happy with my purchase. This is like, it's a really sexy, sweet fragrance. I'm impressed. Then I have Youp pour Femme. This is 80s vibes, like all the way 80s vibes. It has civet, sandalwood, aldehydes, ylang, some other, maybe jasmine, other white florals. This, when you spray it on paper, I think because of the civet has like a pee-pee vibe, but on skin it doesn't, and it develops into a really beautiful fragrance, but like very, very 80s. And kind of in the same theme, I have Kesha Hey Lulu, and this one is also very, very loud. I don't think it has a note of civet, but it has the florals and the same like 80s, 90s kind of vibe. Very, very loud, but really pretty. I also have Solo Soprani Smile. This is a very fresh spring summer fragrance. It has a tea vibe, but it doesn't have tea in it. It has some citrus. It has black currant and I think some rose, maybe pear. It reminds me a little bit of Byredo Gypsy Water, but with black currant. Kind of like that. It's a little bit tart, very fresh, just very happy springtime fragrance. I really do like this one. And then finally, I have Bulgari II For Women. This is a nice powdery violet-based fragrance. It's a very nice casual daytime fragrance. I like it. I only have a small bottle of it, but it's enjoyable. It's not my favorite, but I have it and I'll wear it. And then also I have Ferrari Noble Fig. I like this, surprisingly. It's weird, Ferrari makes fragrances, but I bought it again because it was super cheap, like I always do. And it has, like, I was on a fig fragrance kick, and so I thought, okay, like 25 bucks, like, I'm listening. I bought it. And it has something in there that smells a little bit like grassy and a little bit like cooking herbs. And I see this working well on a man, but it doesn't work well on me. So even though it's unisex, I can see this being a really nice, unique spring fragrance for men. Very affordable, like impressive for the price, but I don't think it's for me. So I think I'll probably be getting rid of this one. And I hate to end my collection on a negative note, but that is everything. I also have a ton of samples. I'm gonna show you guys very quickly my entire sample drawer, and then we'll end on that note. So one sec. Okay, we're in my bathroom. I have this organizer here, and this is where I keep all my samples. And so I'll show you what I have. I keep them very nicely organized. I have all my Maison Francis Coeur de Jean right here. Feminine Plurial. I have Amorous Femme, Oud Satin Mood, Aqua Universalis Forte, Aqua Vitae Forte, Grand Soir, A Pomme Femme, Gentle Fluidity Gold, and Oud. Then I have the Bulgari, their, I guess, niche line. I have those. I have a few other samples here. Like, I have tons. Like, I'm telling you guys, I have tons. I more than likely have sampled, like, I want to say maybe 300 to 400 fragrances, and the full bottles that I have are ones that I thought were full bottle worthy or blind buys. Okay, I have a bunch of Nisane, I have Micallef, I have Idol. I'll do a separate review on this one, and you guys can find out my opinion on that release. But yeah, I digress. Anyway, yeah, like tons, honestly. Micallef, Ylang in Gold, Delina, Mon Parfum, Pearl from Micallef. Like, I can keep going. There is a ton in here. But wait, there's more. Okay. Then I have these. These are like my little decant equipment things. I have an extra roller ball of Narciso. I have I got these from Niche Essence. It's Amouage Memoir, Amouage Journey, and Parfums de Marly Eau Jaune. Memoir is really nice. It's very smoky. Amouage Journey for Women is like straight up sweet, sweet apricot. Like an apricot paste, like that Middle Eastern dessert, the apricot paste, that's what it is. So I won't be buying a full bottle. Then I have Max Aroma samples. I have Samsara from Guerlain, beautiful sandalwood, very classic. I have Delina Exclusive. I have Cassili from Parfums de Marly. I have minis from, this is Baccarat Rouge 540. I have a mini. And I have Atelier Cologne Mandarin Glacial. I have Cedra Atlas. I have Ex Nihilo Fleur Narcotique. I love Fleur Narcotique. That's going to be another full bottle that I'll be buying. Zara Oriental. I have Berduet Azur Riviera. This one is a really nice kind of salty aquatic. I wore it on vacation. I really liked it. Anyway, it's getting a bit excessive. Am I wrong? Last drawer, seriously, I promise. I have Angélique Noire by Guerlain. It's pretty good. There's an herbal note in here that doesn't really vibe with me, but I do really like it other than that herbal note. I think it's just the bitterness of the Angélique. California Reverie. This one's really nice. I don't remember even who this is by. I think it's Van Cleef & Arpels. I have Oud Save the Queen by Atkinson's. I love this. This is a really nice sweet oud. These are all decants that I bought online. I have Armani Privé Mire Imperial, Gallagher Rosé All Day. I'll cover these in a separate video. Like actual like reviews on them and what I think about them. Lancome Oud Bouquet. I have Serge Lutens Chergui. I love Chergui, love, 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 but I wish I would have tried the old formulation. This is the new formulation and I don't think it's as strong and like as potent and as beautiful. Have a little Moschino Toy 2. This one's really nice. It's like a sweeter version of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. It's a little bit different, but very similar vibes. Elizabeth and James Nirvana White and Cartier La Panthère. So, like, for the most part, that's it. I will take you guys back to where I normally film because I don't want to end my video on my bathroom floor. So that's it, you guys. That is my entire fragrance collection up to now. We are almost in the new year. So there are some fragrances that I got in December, but I haven't opened them yet, so I haven't included them here. But I will do another video of new fragrances that I acquired that month. And I hope you enjoyed my entire fragrance collection. I hope this video wasn't too lengthy for you. I feel like it was a little bit dragged on, but I had to show you everything I have, so there it is. And I hope you've enjoyed this whole series. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know how big your collection is. What's your scent of the day? Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.